Facebook clan, YouTube fans, here we are again, Vincenzo's Kitchen. And today what I've done is I've cooked up a nice big spaghetti squash, pulled out my best Pyrex casserole dish, whipped up some nice meatballs in here, and I'm going to show you my way of doing a casserole on this. Convenient, serves, I don't know, serves 6 easy. Might even get away with 8. 8 servings out of this. And I use the spaghetti squash. Being diabetic, got to watch those carbs. And being celiac, you got to watch all those different proteins that are all the varying items that you're unable to have. You know, rice and corn is about it, and you got to double check those. So here we are. I'm going to show you the nice size of that spaghetti squash. He's over there. I just popped him out of the oven. We put him in there covered with aluminum foil, and we baked him at 350 for almost an hour. And we just forked him out, and we put him in our casserole dish, as I said, the Pyrex casserole dish. And we also made the Italian meatballs with, has spaghetti sauce right in it. It has some Parmesan and some Romano in it, and that cooked up nicely. I drained off all the grease, and so those are ready to go. So without more explanation than that, and those were cooked at 350 for an hour also. We're going to just begin here. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to season up our spaghetti squash, and what I'm going to do is take some of our Parmesan and Romano. We want to give that a nice dusting in there. I didn't want to drown this in my excellent Primavera, minus the broccoli and carrots that I make all the time. In fact, I made 412s, 48 this year, 48 pints. So we've got that. We're just going to kind of mix that in there a little bit. I'm not going to add any salt because with the Parmesan and the Romano, it'll be a little bit on the salty side because of those two sharp cheeses. But what I do want to do is I want to throw some pepper on there, some blackened pepper. Not a lot, couple shakes, want to give them a dust. And we also want to throw a little bit of garlic powder on there. Fresh garlic works great in this dish as well. And now what we're going to do is we are going to spoon our meatballs and place them right on top of the spaghetti squash. I'm pretty sure you guys can see this. I got 12 nice ones there. The one good thing about the price of beef being so exorbitant is that the ground meat is a little more prevalent now because they don't know what to do with it since people aren't paying those exorbitant prices. So I'll buy the ground meat. I figure $2.78 a pound is a deal. Alright, so we have them nicely layered in there. I'm going to take some of my sauce. I was going to spoon it, but I'm just going to actually take it right out of the jar. It's so much quicker and easier. So we're going to cover the tops of those meatballs in there. We're not going to drown them, but I do like the sauce. I make some excellent sauce if I don't mind blowing my own horn here a little bit. So we've covered that with the sauce. And now what I'm going to do is take some of our 6 Italian cheese blend, and we are going to be liberal with that because we actually want some of that to go on the spaghetti squash. Doesn't that look fabulous? Making my mouth water. I know what I'm having for dinner. And then to top it all off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some chopped chives because I love that herby look for a finished product. We're just going to take and put some of those on there so you have a nice presentation. I like the flavor of the chopped chives. I grow them like crazy. I grow a lot of my own herbs, including several different kinds of basils. I think I grew about 7 or 8 different kinds of tomatoes this year too, as well as some peppers. And there we go. I'm going to get back up here and I'm going to see if I can't lean right over top of that. And we'll see if we can't get in there nice and close so you can see just how nice that looks. Doesn't that look fabulous? Sure does. That's a nice spaghetti squash, Italian meatballs, 6-cheese Italian blend, and some seasonings. Yep, I had to pull my A-Team Pyrex baking dish out for that. It has a lid, but these are already too big for the lid. Alright, this is another video in Vincenzo's Kitchen. Remember to be kind to one another out there. Help your neighbor if you can. Thanks for spending some time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a free subscription. You have yourself a pleasant day. Appreciate yous all. See ya.